Hey everybody, it's Phil with Behringer. How you doing today? Welcome to Music Studios. I want to talk to you about your first recording with the UMC202HD. It's going to be fun. Let's talk about it. Now, the UMC202HD is a really cool 2-in, 2-out digital audio interface, and it's going to be really cool in a lot of applications. Usual suspects for that would be you're on tour and you're recording into your laptop, either before the show or after the show. You're in the hotel and you're tracking stuff there with a guitar and or a keyboard and a mic. Or you're going to have a cool little home studio set up and you're going to be recording there. Those are the usual suspect places, but mostly in either place we're going to need to go through the same basic procedure for setup. So let's check that out. So let's talk about getting signal in to your DAW. Now, in another video we talked about out of the box how to get it dialed in and how to select it. So you want to download your software drivers for the PC side from Behringer.com. A Mac will automatically see it. And then here on my DAW, I'm running Logic, and it's going to be the same for all the usual suspect digital audio workshops. It's going to be Cubase and Logic and Pro Tools. All of them have a page where you can select which device you want to use to have as an input and output. For Logic, it's over here under Preferences. You go to Audio, and then I can select it right here. I can choose it out of my list of things, and there's nothing else connected, so it just shows system input and output. But I select those, I click Apply Changes, and now the software is seeing my UMC202HD, which is what you want. So now we have the computer's running software, it sees the audio interface, and so you're going to be able to bring audio into it. Now I have a handy little microphone here, and I'm going to be able to see signal coming in, which I do because I have it plugged in to input 1 on the microphone coming in, and I've set a pretty decent little gain level. Now let's talk about gain. Now it's really important when you're setting gain to set the volume to be correct for the song. Now there's a lot of different conversations about mic placement and this and that. Right now I'm just talking about the overall gain of a microphone. The cool way to think about it is, how do I set it for the loudest part of the song? Okay, so what I can do is I can tell the talent, or if I'm the talent, sing the last chorus or the loudest part of the song and set the mic level for that. Because if I'm talking like this and I set a good level and then I start belting out a song, it's going to clip. And that's the last thing you want in the digital world, is clipping. So you want to set it for the loudest point of the song, get a nice level just under clipping for that, and now you're good to go. So on the UMC202HD, you do have 2 combo jacks with 1/4-inch inputs and XLR inputs. Now I have a dynamic mic connected right now, but one of the fun things is that the UMC202HD will derive 48 volts via step-up transformers right from the USB port, so that I can actually have phantom power, so that I can use condenser mics, studio-grade condenser mics. So this opens up a whole lot of options for me as far as using microphones. So it makes it super versatile because, like I said, I can use any kind of 1/4-inch input from keyboards or guitars, things like that, as well as dynamic and condenser mics. It's very handy to have. And if I'm bringing in the level and I go ahead and the level's a little hot, I can adjust the gain, or I can pad it if I want to. And I have 2 channels to do this. Now, one of the fun things is direct monitoring. Let's get into that. Direct monitoring has been something that has come up more since the computer age of recording versus the analog world. The analog world is direct monitoring all the time. And in the computer world, right now this microphone is set up, the signal's coming through the cable, it goes into input 1, it's coming out of the USB on the back, it's going into the software, I would record it, it would have to come back out of the software, back through the USB port, back through the connector, over to the headphone jack to where I can hear it, okay? It takes time to do that. So direct monitoring is key. If I push the direct monitor button on the UMC202HD, the path now is from the microphone to the cable directly to the headphone jack. Doesn't have to go through the computer at all, and I'm being able to hear my voice as I sing it, so there's no latency. So it's a really important feature to have on an interface, is the direct monitor, and it is on the UMC202HD. So now I'm going to go ahead and just get a quick little level. I'm going to take out my headphones so that I can actually listen and direct monitor my voice. And now I have it on. I can go ahead and set a level here, and you can see the level that's also showing in Logic. And I make sure that I'm actually not clipping here. I have a nice level, but it's not clipping, okay? All I have to do now is set Logic into record, and I can go ahead and test the song. I have a click track in my ear, and I'm just counting. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and there I am, my session is starting. You can see the audio is being recorded, okay? So it's as simple as that to actually track audio. I would go back and play back the track and I would hear what I just recorded. So your first recording is going to be super simple, okay? You set the gain, you pick the channel that you want to do, you set the gain for it to be the loudest part of the song, and then you go ahead and you tell the software, you know, you want to use this interface in the audio preferences, and then you just hit the red button or the record button and you're good to go. Okay, so this is just your first recording using the UMC202HD. For more information and media, please feel free to come visit us at Behringer.com. Thanks for joining us here at Music Studios.